It wasn't pretty, but Ohio State has won the Big Ten championship game with their win over Northwestern. What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports. Just want to do a quick reaction to that game. It was a game that, again, was not a great performance by Ohio State. I don't think it's a game that's necessarily going to impress the committee. And you have to wonder now, will the Buckeyes make it into the college football playoff? I think they will. I think the win was good enough. Chris Olave being out in this game, I think, was big for them. You could tell they missed him in the passing game, but what they were able to do on the ground was really impressive in this game. They ran for around 400 yards in this game. Trey Sermon was unbelievable, over 300 yards, broke a record. It was just an impressive performance by this ground game for Ohio State, and also their defense. They weren't dominant on the defensive side of the ball, but they were good, they were solid, and they forced turnovers. That was the difference in this game. Northwestern had some opportunities. Peyton Ramsey had a couple of bad interceptions, had a fumble, and it really killed some momentum that Northwestern had in this game. And if they had taken care of the ball in those situations, I think Northwestern might have pulled off this upset. But give credit to Ohio State for getting those turnovers. Those, again, were the difference in this game. They did enough to win. And it was a solid win, maybe not an overly impressive win, but I think it was good enough. If you're an Ohio State fan, I think you're safe. I think you're in the college football playoff. Texas A&M looked really good today, but I don't think that they did have done enough to where they're going to be ahead of an undefeated Big Ten champion in Ohio State. So, yes, I do think Ohio State will be in the college football playoff, and, again, was just really impressed with their ground game. I was surprised that they were able to run the ball with this much success in this game. Northwestern has a solid defense, so I think it goes to say that this offensive line for Ohio State showing what they're capable of. Coming into this season, I said this was the best offensive line in the country. At times, they didn't look that way, especially in the run game, but they finally showed up on that offensive line, and that run game for them and those turnovers by the defense, that was the difference in this game. Those two things. And Ohio State, I think, is going to make it into the college football playoff. Maybe at number 4 instead of number 3. If Clemson beats Notre Dame in a close game, I think the committee might keep Ohio State at number 4. And that would mean you'd probably have to play Alabama in the first game. So maybe the win wasn't overly impressive, and you think, well, it doesn't matter as long as we're in the playoff. But an impressive win might have got you to number 3. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Clemson and Notre Dame, and I think that will determine whether or not Ohio State does wind up at 3 or at 4, but I do think Ohio State will be in the college football playoff. I'm watching the finish of Iowa State and Oklahoma as I record this video. I'll do a reaction to that game. Looks like it's coming down to the wire, but just wanted to put something out really quickly about Ohio State and whether or not they did enough to make the college football playoff. And again, I think they did. What do you think about it? Give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports College Football Channel.